By now, you guys have seen the reports. WWE in panic mode over WrestleMania ticket sales, or lack thereof. And while that is 1,000,000,000% correct, in fact, in today's Amped Up show, BC is going to show you just how bad it is for WWE heading into Mania. But I'm also going to show you in today's show why that is not the biggest reason that WWE is in this, quote, panic mode. Straight up ticket sales for WrestleMania, or lack thereof, it's not the biggest reason WWE is waving the red flag and sounding that alarm in Stamford, Connecticut this morning. No, it's something much more deeper, something more valuable to WWE. And this year, finally, fans are saying no. We'll talk all about it. But I guess first I would ask, who could possibly be shocked that fans are not interested or intrigued or excited with this year's WrestleMania? Who could possibly be stunned that fans are not in a hurry this year to whip their wallets out and let WWE pick whatever credit card they choose, and the fans are just going to hand over thousands and thousands of dollars to see what? Travis Scott send everybody home? Travis Scott. Or a match card that's been made maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks beforehand. Maybe a couple, 2-3 days beforehand. Now, you see, when you put together a product that is so bad, show after show, week after week, month after month, and now year after year, don't be shocked when fans finally go, I'm gonna pass. So before I go into the grander spectrum, the real reason WWE is not happy right now, is stressing out in Stamford, Connecticut, is yes, in panic mode. Before I get into that, let's just talk straight up ticket sales. And you guys will see, it doesn't matter where you want to sit in that stadium. I want to show you guys just how many tickets are still available. It does not matter where you would like to sit in that stadium. It's yours for the taking. As long as you have a credit card with a lot of money on it, WWE will take it and give you whatever seat you want. Because that entire stadium is nowhere near being filled, and it is not going to sell out no matter what Michael Cole tries to tell you on WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. Or what celebrity or what old school WWE legend comes to the ring and tries to announce this new record or another sellout. No, it is not going to. I'm telling you right now, they are currently nearly 30% down from just last year where they were ticket sale wise. And even that was not good, by the way. But you guys look how many seats there are. And you're shocked? Nobody wants to pay these insane ticket prices to watch a show that they know is not going to be worth it. And if they try to say, I didn't like that, can you guys possibly do better next year? They know that the boss, the guy in charge, is going to say, fuck off. He's literally going to tell his own consumer, his own fans, to fuck off if you don't like it. So WWE is in this panic mode because they're not selling these tickets. That fans are not interested in going to this event for the second year in a row, by the way, in the same location. Take a look at, look at one of the ringside tickets, right? Just pick row 2. There you go. That's available, right? Row 2. How much would you pay for that, guys? Honestly. How much would you pay for that seat right there? You're going to have somebody's dome piece right in front of you, so it's not even like your front row. But what would you do, man? With WWE where it's at today. You know it's not good. You know it's not going to be worth it, but maybe you want to go for the experience, right? You just want to attend a WrestleMania. What would you pay for that? You're probably thinking, all right, WWE is going to take $5,000 up front from me, BC. It is what it is, man. That's the world today. $5,000. What, BC? Right? Are you going to try, BC, are you going to try to tell me they're going to take $10,000 from me to sit in the second row where I got to look at somebody's dome piece in front of me? I'm not even on the aisleway, BC, so I can't even slap high fives. 10,000 BC. No. What if I told you that was going to be $17,000 to $18,000 up front? $16,000 some odd for the ticket. You got some fees and taxes. Some are already included, some are not. So you're looking anywhere between 17 and 18 grand to look at somebody's dome piece. If you want to try to slap a high five with somebody coming down the ramp, oh, that's a big ramp. What am I saying? They got the ramp. You ain't even going to be able to do the high fives. But you're like 3 seats in anyway. It's not even like you're front row and you're giving WWE 20 grand. It's the second row. You're not on the aisle. You can't get up and take a piss or get a hot dog whenever you want. What would you, I mean, maybe you do. Do you just have $18,000 just to spare like that? 18 grand. And they're shocked that people are not eating this up. I'll tell you what I am shocked at, that enough people did buy some of these seats, because there are a lot of them that have been purchased. These gotta be people that are A, really, really rich and wealthy, good for them, or they're just clueless. They didn't stop and think before they ran that credit card. But what I want to show you, this is what WWE, this is what sounds that alarm. This is what makes WWE wave the red flag. It is their VIP packages. Because they are down over 60%. The ticket sales, yeah, you're talking 30%. That's horrible. When it was already bad last year. But when you're down 60 some odd percent in your VIP packages, because that is where they're getting 20, 30, 40,000 plus dollars from their, quote, fans. Guys, I want to show you just some of these packages. This is how much money they're making, and they are giving you nothing in return. You're just giving them 40 grand. Look at this package. It's a VIP package called the Special Elite Experience. Let's just go over some of these perks. So if you go over to WWE and you give them now this is a starting price, mind you, $37,500. After taxes, you're thinking what, 39,000, something like that, right? 39 grand. There's going to be some fees, whatever. 39 grand to start. I'm hearing these go all the way to 46,000 plus. So maybe that depends on whatever seat they give you for WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday, and that'll elevate it toward what, 50 grand basically. But let's just go with the starting price of 37 to 40 grand. This is what you get in return. If you give WWE $40,000, who the hell just has 40 grand laying around to give to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Nick Khan, Endeavor, Silver Lake? But if you give WWE 40 grand, you get this in return. You will sit second row. Oh, man. They don't even give you a front row ticket, bro. They sit you second row with Simpleton Sampson over there that just paid $16,000 or $17,000, $18,000 for the seat. You'll be sitting next to Simpleton Sampson. Only difference is you paid $40,000. So you're going to be sitting second row, not first row. You're going to be staring at somebody's dome piece the entire event. So you sit second row. You get to take a picture in the ring. You get to take a picture in the ring. For $40,000 or $50,000, you can buy a ring. You get to walk on the stage. Get to walk on the stage. You're better off going to the event, just jumping the barricade and getting on the stage. Because even if you're arrested, the bail is going to be a lot less than 50 grand. If you really want to walk on a stage, you get to meet Liv Morgan. Meet Liv Morgan. So that just means you get to say hi. You get to take a photo. You get, for 40 grand, you better get to like hold Liv's ass for like 10 seconds or something. You know what I mean? Like, make the photo worth it, man. I'm not saying take a good chunk, take a good grab. But, to get something, man. $40,000 to, quote, meet Liv Morgan? Short of getting to take Liv Morgan home for a night, what is $40,000? Is that to meet Liv Morgan? You get to go to a party. What does that mean? You get to go to a WWE, they're going to throw a gathering with other fans, quote fans, and there's going to be soda and hot dogs from the local Costco. They're going to call it a party. Nobody from WWE is really going to be there. They're all going to be cashing the check that you just sent them, the 40 grand. Soda and hot dogs you get after you meet Liv Morgan for 5 seconds. And then they're going to give you a 5-day ticket to WWE World so you can buy more WWE merch. Guys, can you believe they put that perk in there? We're going to give you a ticket to go to our store and buy more of our merch. Give us more of your money after you pay $40,000 for the chance to get into our store. Oh, Maron. The $40,000, you should be able to go into the store and pick any 10 items that you choose. Right now, that's a perk. How fun would that be? You give us 40 grand, you get to go into the store and pick any item you choose. Maybe you want a title belt that's worth $1,000. Well, after $40,000, take away the $1,000, and you still made $39,000. You get to pick any 10 items you choose. That's fun. But no, WWE's going to take your $40,000 and they're going to say, we're going to let you in our store. How's that sound, buddy? And let you into our store so you can give us more of your money. That is the special elite package. If you give WWE 40 grand, you will sit second row, take a pick in the ring, get to stand on the stage, meet Liv Morgan for 5 seconds, and eat some hot dogs, drink some soda, go to WWE Superstore and buy their merchandise. Does that sound $40,000 worthy? That's a starting price. Again, that goes all the way to 46. After taxes and fees, you're talking 50 grand. There's more, man. If you don't have the 40 grand, don't worry. They'll take whatever you got. You guys ready for this one? This is called the Undertaker Suite. Starting at just $8,500. Hey, real quick. Guys, go find $8,500. Cool? Look under your mattress, maybe under the sofa. Check your bank account. Maybe you have $9,000 hanging around because we did not include taxes and fees. $9,000 to $10,000. That's a starting point. It goes all the way to 14 grand. Let's see what we have here, man. Undertaker Suite, 2-day premium seating. But it also says that you're in a suite. Oh, so the premium seat, because I would have thought you're not even in the second row anymore. Now you're in the first 10 rows. That's what WWE usually calls premium seating. But because you're in a suite, you're going to watch it from way up in the sky of the stadium. Special suite where you're going to have the Costco hot dogs and soda right there at your beckoning call. And you're going to get an Undertaker appearance, guys. So if you give WWE 10 grand, they'll put you way up high in one of the suites, and Undertaker is going to pop in to say hello. It literally just says appearance. That just means he appears. So if you blink, you probably missed the Undertaker. He'll come in, he'll say some hellos. Are you enjoying the show? Oh, where you from? Yeah? Cool, how long you been a fan? Appreciate the support. All right, all the best. He'll walk out. You'll go, that was pretty cool. And then it'll hit you like a ton of bricks. I just paid 10 grand for that! 10 grand for that! Oh, Maron! I just paid 10 grand! to shake Undertaker's hand? What else do you get? What else do you get? An all-inclusive premium food and beverage. What does that mean? You're in a suite. They're supposed to give you all the Costco hot dogs and soda pop. Maybe you get those little Costco beignets. Maybe you get those, or little donuts with the Nutella in the middle. So they get one of their little WWE assistants to run down to the local Costco, get a bunch of bulk food and soda pop, and they add that as a perk. All-inclusive premium food and beverage. And then you get to attend a Q&A with Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley. A Q&A with Cody and Rhea. Maybe that's $10,000 worthy to you. A 4-day pass to WWE World and Superstar Access. Again, what that is, guys, is they're giving you a ticket to go to their store to buy more merch. Then you're in WWE World, where you're going to pay more money for all of their experiences. You get to go to a place that you're going to spend a lot more money giving to WWE for their experiences and their merch. Oh, and by the way, they're going to give you an exclusive Undertaker-themed gift at the end of Mania. Get a little action figure, maybe a poster you can hang on your door. Starting at $85, but before the fees, taxes, $10,000. And then if you just take Undertaker out of it, right, it's the suite package, because isn't the perks? I think it's the same perks, you're just taking the Undertaker out of it, and it's $6,000. But it's all the same perks as the Undertaker suite. You're just not going to have an appearance from the Undertaker, and you won't get an Undertaker poster when you leave. So, how much do you love the Undertaker, right? Do you love him that you'd spend $2,500 more dollars? $2,500 to shake Undertaker's hand and get a poster. The poster's probably $3 at the local dollar store. $2,500. How much do you want Taker to say hi to you real quick? You know, my advice to you on that would be take the $2,500, go on a vacation. Go to Vegas, play some slots, catch a show, hang out by the pool, relax. Go to LA, ride the coast. From San Diego to San Francisco, go down to Florida, hang out at the resorts, go to some theme parks, catch some sun. $2,500 will be a really kick-ass vacation for a full 7 to 10 days. Or you could give it to WWE and they'll give you some soda and some hot dogs, some Costco, and an Undertaker poster. Or no, the suite package, you won't even get the Taker poster. But they will give you a WrestleMania-themed gift. So you'll get a WrestleMania poster with Doofus' son-in-law right in the middle. And then it just keeps getting a little bit lower and lower, right? If you give them $5,000, you'll get the champion package. 2-day premium seating somewhere in the first 10 to 15 rows. You get a ringside photo op, so you're not even in the ring anymore. They won't let you in the ring. You only gave them $5,000, you cheapo. You cheap bastard. No way you're getting in our ring. So they just get to be on the other side of the barricade, and somebody will take a quick pic. Pre-show meet and greet with the Steiner brothers and some other WWE stars. So a pre-show meet and greet is just one of those real fast, hello type things, which everything else is going to be the same anyway. Whether you're meeting Liv Morgan, Undertaker, wouldn't matter. A 5-day VIP to WWE World and Superstore. Again, that is their way to get you into the Superstore and WWE World, where you could spend even more money for all of their merch and all of their experiences. And the biggest reason why you should choose this package and give WWE $5,000 of your money is because they're going to give you a Roman Reigns Funko Pop! A Funko Pop! A Funko Pop! Oh! Maroon! A Funko Pop for $5,000? It could be made out of sheer gold! No thank you. Guys, look at every one of these perks and you decide if that is worthy of $5,000. That's a starting price. That package goes all the way to $75,000 before taxes and fees. So then you're talking what? $8,000 to $9,000. So before you take out $10,000, look at what they're offering and think, is this worth it? And then think to past years' WrestleManias, like the past couple, 2-3 years. Is it worth it? Of course not. Last year's WrestleMania, there was no excitement going into it because Helmsley didn't care. They gave us nothing on the card Saturday and Sunday. They were making random matches like CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. A triple threat with nothing on the line but Paul Heyman's services. They called it a main event, called it a day. That'll be good enough. 3 top stars. People will be fine with it. Why are they wrestling each other? There's nothing on the line. There's no purpose. Well, Roman was thrown over the top rope by Punk, and he's upset. So that's why now he wants Punk, and Punk already had something with Rollins. And hey, remember, guys, there was history with Roman and Rollins in the past. Don't ask questions. Just take it. And when fans raised that concern and voiced that displeasure, they were told they're not real fans and that they can fuck off. That's all we heard from Helmsley going into Mania and coming out of Mania. He told us to fuck off like 10 times. Slight exaggeration, but a couple, 2, 3. So then you fast forward to this year. What are you shocked about, man? Of course fans are not happy. A lot of them walked away. Rightfully so. When you tell them to fuck off, don't be shocked when they fuck off. With each passing year under Hunter Hearst Helmsley as the boss, they care less and less. They give us less and less. And they demand for more and more from us. So we're giving them more, they're giving us less. That business model eventually is going to wear thin. It's going to implode, and guess what? That's what's happening. That's why SmackDown is struggling to hit 1 million viewers. That's why Raw. The new trend is that it never even hits the top 10 globally. By the way, this past week it did. Post-Royal Rumble and Roman Reigns. Clearly he's still a draw. If only he showed up more. But they were able to get the 6th spot with a 3 semod. So Raw did get back on. Unfortunately, you know damn well they're not going to hold on to that. Because the show is just not good enough. Guys, just look at this past week's Raw. Just a couple days ago. If you want to see just how bad the product is, look at Raw. Think real quick what happened on Raw. I bet you can't even think of anything. That's how lame the show was. I don't even blame you. But I had to review it for you guys. So allow me to do just a small recap for you real quick so you see how bad this show is. Guys, you had a masked dude. A masked man showed up to attack the original masked man. The original masked man, Theory, was attacked by a new masked man. You had an original Grande show up to attack a new Grande. So the new Grande turns and there's the original Grande. Just like the new masked man and the old masked man, you got the new Grande with the old Grande. And you're just repeating the process with different masks. One perk, one benefit, I guess you could say, is Maxi Pad Dookie did not wrestle. She just got annihilated, and we got that done within 90 seconds. You saw a really awful segment with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, and that's sad to say because even though Becky Lynch gets panned these days, I see a lot of good in Becky's work. I do. Unfortunately, that wasn't it. And AJ Lee I've always been high on. This is the first time I can really say, that ain't it. And I know a lot of you guys, BC, that's the first time? Yes. AJ Lee's really good, man. But that, Monday, that wasn't it. That was hard to watch. Not as hard to watch or listen to as the Mysterio, Steph V, Liv Morgan segment. That was so awful that when it was done, if you look at the crowd, nobody was standing, nobody was making any noise. That was that bad. I don't know what they did there with Stephanie, Dominic Mysterio, and Liv Morgan, but wow, that was awful. And if your match is going to be Liv Morgan, Stephanie V for Mania, you better turn that volume up and get amplified quick. Rhea Ripley is beating Lyra Vacuum. And Ivy in denial that she'll actually get anything good in this company. No, not when they have you tapping out to Maxi Pad Dookie. So, of course, Ivy Nile and Lyra Vacuum are going to get stacked up to Rhea Ripley. And sure enough, Rhea Ripley dominates. That's great if you're a Rhea Ripley fan. If you're like BC, I don't care about Rhea at all. She does nothing. Her wrestling skills are standard. Her mic skills, and I'm being generous here, standard. But BC, she's sexy, right? Not to BC. Not my cup of coffee. And I don't really have a type. I can go from one extreme to the other. I can love TLC, all of them, to Tay-Tay. But Rhea Ripley would not be in my in-between. Not my cup of coffee. Her music, no thank you. This is my brutality. And then she comes out and she starts singing her lyrics. This is the new thing. It's not just the fans that are singing these days to all of the theme songs, which is so damn corny, by the way. You can tell the wrestlers can't stand it, by the way. Cody just wants him to shut up. CM Punk wants him to shut up. Randy Orton wants him to shut up. You can tell they're annoyed by it. They try to play it off because at least it's a reaction. But they'd rather just be getting cheered and loud noise and people really excited, not just singing their song. It was cool when Chris Jericho did it a few years ago and the fans got behind. This, a bit much, and even the wrestlers don't like it. But now it's the wrestlers like Rhea Ripley, most likely a mark for herself. She's coming out singing her own lyrics. You couldn't even build Roman Reigns CM Punk for Mania. That's their main event, right? We're weeks before WrestleMania. Roman Reigns isn't even there. So they had to build a whole different match with Finn Balor and CM Punk. That was Raw, man. So you're shocked that people did not enjoy Raw, did not like Monday Night Raw. What is so shocking? The show sucked like it always does. So when you have a big event, the biggest event like Mania come around and nobody cares, you don't have to be stunned anymore. BC has been dropping these facts for years on this channel, in these uploads, on this show. But there was still enough fans, call them the Bubble Boys, right? The WWE Bubble Boys and the Bubble Gals, and they're like, it's all right, because basically it takes a little bit of time to fix Vince McMahon's wrongs, basically. Vince McMahon really screwed everything up, so it's going to take a couple of years, 2, 3, carry the 4. It's going to take 28 years, basically, to fix Vince McMahon's BS booking. No, it's not going to take 20. It should not take 28 years. It shouldn't take 20. It shouldn't take 15. Day one, Helmsley could have gave us a great show. Day one. Does not take years to fix what Vince McMahon destroyed, quote unquote. Takes one day. On day one, your new vision, your new creative, your new booking. Let's go. Let's go. No, it's now on year 4, and it just is getting worse and worse and worse. Somehow, Helmsley's creative in booking, and I can't even say that with a straight face, right? Lack of creative, lack of good booking, but somehow is worse than Vince McMahon. How is that possible? The last 5 to 10 years with Vince McMahon, you were thinking anybody would be better. I told you guys there was just one person that wouldn't be, and that's the doofus son-in-law. Unfortunately, he's the dude that took over. And I was right. He somehow said, hold my coffee, I'm gonna wreck it even more. And he did. That's what I got for you guys, man. That was a big story over the last couple of days. WWE concerned with their ticket sales. That is absolutely accurate. And I showed you guys why. They have every reason to be concerned and to wave that red flag, to be stressed out, to hit that panic button. But it's bigger than that, man. Their VIP packages are down over 60% from just last year at this time. 60%! That adds up, man. That $40,000 to $50,000 that nobody is no longer giving them, that equals millions when you add it all up. Millions! And when you're already hurting with the upfront ticket sales, this is really going to be a rough WrestleMania for WWE. And they did it, man. They were on their high horse, grinning, like fans were just going to accept their BS stew, get back in line with a wooden bowl and a wooden spoon and say, please, sir, can I have some more? But instead, they put the bowl down, they threw the bowl down, and they stormed out. No, thank you. We're done. We're going to a different establishment. We'll get our stew somewhere else. You guys remember it was just a year ago, this exact time a year ago, Nick Khan called up The Rock and said, we need The Rock, man. We are not pushing sales like we thought for the Elimination Chamber. They couldn't push enough tickets. They called The Rock just to come in and make an appearance. They needed The Rock to sell the Elimination Chamber. So here we are a year later. Nothing has changed in the company. It's just gotten worse. So where did you think they would be? That's why they have to have AJ Lee have a match in Chicago for the Chamber. That's why Punk has to have a match in Chicago at the Chamber. Because otherwise, they gotta call Rocky again. BC has been telling you this for years. This is not a pat on the back. When you start to see these numbers, you hear the reports, and you think, damn, BC's probably happy, man, because he knows he was saying this all along. He was right all along. No, I'm not happy about it. I'll be happy when the product gets better. When the doofus son-in-law is removed so we can start the process to get a better product. Until next time, unit. BC saying check you. Salud.